everyone, I'm Emily Alexander. I wanted to introduce myself. I will be the co-fellow with Josiah on this upcoming Israel trip. I'm so stoked about this trip and so excited to have the opportunity to be one of your leaders on this trip to Israel. Who's stoked? I guess I'll just start off by telling you a little bit about myself. So clearly I'm not there in person. I actually live in Arizona. This very moment I'm sitting in class. I go to Pima Community College. I guess I'll tell you a little bit of background with that. Ever since I graduated high school, I've been kind of in and out of colleges trying to figure out kind of what I want to do. So I started off at Moody Bible Institute. A lot of you probably have heard of the one in Chicago. I went to the one in Spokane. Very small, only about 500 people. So I went to that school for about a year. Ended up living in Washington for a total of about 2 years. Decided it wasn't quite my fit, wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. So I moved back home in hopes that I would find more direction, more support from family and stuff, figuring out what I wanted to do. After I moved home, I got a job at Starbucks, and they actually have this set up with Arizona State University online. So after a little bit from working at Starbucks, I started taking some classes ASU online. And I think I'm way too ADD to take online classes because it was so difficult, let me tell you. If any of you are taking online classes, my hats are off to you because it's so hard. So I decided for the best option for me to kind of stay focused and do well on my classes, I needed a classroom setting. So I made the decision to join my community college, so that's where I'm at right now. And I just recently made the decision to get my degree in early education, so I decided I want to teach. And I'm really, really excited about this decision. I feel like I finally have direction, and I'm really stoked about it. Currently, I am a small group leader for a group of 6th grade girls. I have been a small group leader for a few years now. Always a middle school small group leader. I love middle school. So that's kind of where I'm leaning towards with teaching as well, is my ideal age group that I want to teach around is 4th through 6th. That is something that I know could possibly change. That's something that I have an open mind to. I know God can do anything, and I'm just really excited to kind of dive into my pursuit in teaching and have direction in that. And so yeah, I'm just really excited about it. I'm trying to think of what else I could tell you about myself. I love coffee. I've been a barista for about 3 years, and get this, I have been drinking coffee since I was 4 years old. And, this is kind of a funny, embarrassing story. When I was 11, I was allowed to create my first email account, which was like the big hit when you're 11 years old. And so I thought it was so clever, I came up with the name Coffee Queen 11. So that was my email for the longest time. I still have it, still use it sometimes, really embarrassing when I give out. So yeah, I may have a slight problem when it comes to my caffeine addiction, but that's okay, it's a part of me. But anyways, I do love coffee. I've always enjoyed kind of the art behind that. I also love the outdoors. Being in Arizona is perfect. You can hike all year round. I love camping. Just recently, I'm trying to pick up rock climbing. It's kind of a rough start, but it's really exciting. I haven't climbed a real rock yet, but we'll get there one day. Anyways, you guys will get to know so much more about me, and I can't wait to meet you and get to know you. I guess next I just want to say how excited I am to embark in this adventure with you. I will say, I guess first my first trip to Israel was last winter, so not too long ago. And just with that, I want to say this trip will cause so many emotions and will provoke so many questions. And the one thing that I want to say to you is just lean into that. Lean into allowing yourself to feel those emotions and allowing yourself to ask questions and feel okay with not knowing and not having answers all the time. I want to encourage you that those things are really good, and I think that that's really important to be asking questions and stuff. So while we're there, it's going to be a packed 10 days, but I can promise you the sleep deprivation is going to be totally worth it. We're going to get through it together. We're going to be close-knit after this. Anyways, that's all I really have today. I just wanted to kind of introduce myself, and you guys can kind of put a face to my name now. And again, I just want to say how excited I am. So within the next few weeks, hopefully you'll be hearing from me. And yeah, I hope you guys are going to finish out the semester strong, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!